Okay, now we'll take a look at downloading this file. So if I go to the user service, now one thing to note is that we cannot put both the JSON data as well as the file in one API. HTTP does not support multiple content types within one request. So either it should be JSON or it should be file. So in this case, we are already providing getting the user information in another API, which is get user by ID somewhere, and this one. And we will put another we'll create another API that will allow the user to download the image. So this will be public. Let me just copy this. And this will be get image, or it should be download profile by ID. The path variable is ID, and let me rename this. Goes as profile and ID. Okay, so user profile by ID, and path variable will contain the ID. You get the ID, and we have to create another function. Let's put this as public. Input stream resource. Input stream resource get profile image. That'll be, and pass the ID to it. So this will allow us to get first. So what are the steps to do that? First, we will get the user. First, we'll get the user by ID. In that way, we will get the location where that image is being stored. Then we already have the bucket location with us, and we have to split the location. So we have the ID slash file name, right? Split, get the location, and split it by slash, and then get hmm. I don't think so splitting is required, but the reason I'm okay, the reason for getting a split or getting the file name using the split is that we have to put a content type when we send the response. So that is there, but you don't need this. It'll be file name with a file name and split it. Get the location and split it by this to get the file name. Then create the get object. Get the file from MinIO and send it as a response. Okay, so get the user dot get user by ID. So this will be ID, and user equal to this. Okay, it goes as optional. And I should say dot, or else it'll be null. Now, okay, if the user is null, then just return it. We can take a look at the condition later. So got the string location will be equal to user dot get profile image location string file name will be location dot split 1. And so we also need a stat information from MinIO. So we'll be using a stat object response stat equal to MinIO client dot stat object, and we need the bucket and the location of it. So this will be stat object args builder build. And what is it saying? That it requires an exception, right? So this, again, this goes into a try catch block. This goes as catch exception e dot error get message e and log dot error exception stack trace. E dot, oh wait, exception utils dot get stack trace get stack trace e. And okay, so you got this, you got the stat object args builder dot build dot bucket will be bucket name dot object. This will be the location. File name stat. Got the file name stat, and now we need to provide the get object. This will be get object args dot builder dot build, and dot bucket will be equal to the bucket name dot object will be equal to the location dot, yeah, this does, and this will be input stream equal to this. Okay, this is done. Goes a string, goes content disposition. that'll be equal to attachment file name and this content disposition attachment. Okay, and the return would be containing return response entity dot okay dot header http headers dot content disposition http headers dot content disposition will be the content disposition that we have specified, and then dot content type should be the media dot media type dot parse the media type from stat dot get media content type. Okay, dot body will be equal to new input. Oh wait, this should not be. I'm thinking because we need stat and the input stream rather than sending direct input stream resource. Should we send the response entity directly? In this case, we can. Okay, let me send this out. Dot new body dot new input resource stream input stream. Okay, and we also need to send the content length. Dot content length will be stat dot size. Cool. And just need to add some logs. Log.info getting file for the ID, getting profile image for the ID. That is done. And also need to put response entity dot pad request dot body. That'll be new and that'll be null. All right, this should be returned. And if we go to the controller, get download, get profile image for the ID, and this should be input stream resource. Okay, return this. Okay, so let me debug this and put a debug point in here. Okay, so the server has started. Let me send a request. We'll get the profile slash the ID. Should be of type get. And this isn't required. Send. All right, we go into the profile image. So left effort. Does it? Yeah, it received the user along with the image location, file name as well. Okay. And I hope we are able to get the file from here. Okay. Let me continue this, and we are able to download the image. So let me just skip it once so that we can see the whole request response. Send it again, and yes, so we are getting the image back. I mean, we are able to download it. Yep. So that wraps the video. Thank you.